Alright, I guess welcome back to Gearcast. The only podcast where my shoulder is broken and I'm pretty sure something happened to Johnny. Say what's up, you guys.
How you doing, brother?
What is up, boyos?
So I think before we get into the drawn story that we just found out before the podcast.
Yeah.
No, I don't even want to discuss it, but
this isn't even PG for Johnny,
it's
bro.
It's not PG, bro.
It's not PG.
At all.
We are the same age, bro.
Exactly. So we're both little Christian
How
boys.
old are
You're the
you,
one
Johnny?
here.
I'm 14.
Oh shit.
Bro, you're the one here that's ruining our innocence, bro.
Alright, we know on Saturdays Ryan's sitting in his room right before bed just
meditating.
My man's not meditating,
No.
bro.
No.
You hear the fucking drum roll do and just fucking
Alright, let's start off with something light, okay? So,
no, we're going straight into this motherfucker.
No, Johnny, you said something happened to you this week.
I opened up
that?
Twitter, alright?
Oh, God.
There's a friend of ours that we know, a little psychopathic kid. We know two of them, but one in particular. Let me turn off my phone. But so I'm on Twitter, forget I follow his sister, and then on my timeline comes a tweet from her main account that was a retweet from her old account. So at first I'm like, I don't fucking follow this person, and it was a retweet. So I'm like, okay. So I click on the profile. I'm like, all right. And what I fucking see is, I don't know if you guys ever watched Free Willy, but it's basically some big beefy bitch in a bathtub, and her nipple looked like a pimple. It didn't even look like a fucking nipple. It just looked like a pimple. Like a fucked up bread, like a marble rock.
I think to get this story to make sense, you should explain why you know that in the first place.
All right, so how I actually found her Twitter in the first place. All right, so it all started a long ass time ago when me, him, and Josh were just sitting in a party, and then his sister ended up getting on the mic, and we were talking to her, and then she told me and Josh to follow her on Twitter, so we followed her, and then after that, one day I was just on the bus on my way to school, and she just tweets some foul ass shit. So I'm on the bus, I'm flipping my shit, I'm looking around, making sure no fucking senior citizens are frowning upon me, and thank God there was nobody
What is that boy watching?
behind me. And I send the post to Josh, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this this looks like expired pastrami meat from the fucking deli. And he agreed. And later that day, did some digging, and we found some fucking foul shit, and even now there's some pretty worse shit on there. So we're gonna leave the Twitter linked in the description of the podcast.
No, I think another thing we have to put in there, right, is the fact that bro, so the reason we were laughing about this is we knew the girl's a Twitter or something, we knew her little brother, right? And this man has the audacity to tell him, I swear you ruined his life, bro.
Dude, listen, when I told him, I didn't even want to tell him, alright? He was like, oh, yeah, the concert pictures? And I'm like, oh, no, brother. And he was like, no, you need it. Carl, alright? Not Carl, I don't like that name. Tobias. Okay.
Tobias.
So Tobias, he's like, alright, you gotta fucking tell me at this point, man. So I'm like, dude, it's gonna ruin your life. He's like, I don't care, bro. So I told him that his sister was over here selling her body. His first reaction, so that's how she's making all this fucking money. So it all turns into it, and then we keep talking. And a few minutes later, after that happened, he's like, we're ending our conversation. I'm saying goodbye to him. He's like, all right, well, thanks, man. And if I ever get that depressed, I know where to go. And just starts awkwardly laughing. I'm like, all right, dude, you're fucking drawing. That shit's foul. My man was really out here, trying to get on his sister's shit, bro.
Nah, bro, but Johnny, what would you... No, because, bro... how would you... I wouldn't be able to look at my sister the same way if I found out, bro, come on. Oh, my God. I can't even...
Dude, I honestly feel like he's using that shit for blackmail, too.
Alright, so theoretically...
walking up in a room.
Theoretically, if I had a sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For one, it would be weird, right? It would just be weird. But 2, it would be something that my family could joke like my family would just joke about, like just destroy here, like
Yeah, just like
roast.
you and your cousin,
You
right?
remember that one time your sister was piping somebody on Twitter? Like, nah, bro.
And then third of all, I really don't care what they do. Like I know somebody in my family, I'm not gonna say any names. They used to be a stripper, and I really didn't care. So
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
If y'all really want to see the Twitter, bro, go to my
no,
fucking Twitter
no,
and DM me. I will
stop,
send you the
stop.
fucking Twitter for $5 PayPal.
all right, yeah, go DM. Yep.
What? No,
Pandas-
you're not supposed to
Pandas,
be
I
on
want
this.
$2
We
of
need
that.
Josh back.
I gotta profit off her profit, bro.
All right, so I know y'all
Low
didn't
key,
notice.
bro. What if my man Josh has been buying her shit?
Here
He
we
just
go
had
again.
$200 the other week, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Oh no.
How do you think she's staying in
Josh-
business?
You think Josh can get something better for $200?
What, underage British girls and fucking 30-year-old
All right,
fucking
stop.
chain
No,
smoking?
no.
So that's how mafia works. That's how mafia works.
Well, that's how mafia works. I guess,
We're not even gonna try and tread that path. All right?
Maurice, no, that's not a fucking woman's name. Marsha is the top boss. Level 100. Nerdy girl.
Oh my god.
How mafia works, part 1 coming soon on my channel.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what else do we have to talk about besides that? Like, oh my god, I don't even
bro,
wanna.
that shit's fucking whack, bro.
Oh. All right,
You know,
all right.
There's this whack ass fucking dude at the corner store who just like fucking racist as shit, and I think he hates me. He
Why'd you say
overcharges
that?
me for shit. I don't know, man. I just walk up in that bitch, and then he gets angry because he has to start working. You know, I got an Arizona tea one time and a bag of fucking Cheetos on my credit card, right? My debit card, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's only supposed to be like a 75-cent fee or a $1 fee. I go up in there, I place the shit. It was just like the 2 bags for $1 thing in the fucking Arizona, $2, right? The dude charged me $5 fucking for that shit. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? He's like,
come up in my store.
he's like, you have
asking
to
for a
spend
drink.
$10 for no charge. I'm like, no, the fuck?
Bro, he's
Bro, I feel
playing you.
I feel like that's the type of guy Josh would be. Like I'm not even mind of
Bro, the
Josh works
store?
the store.
Yeah, for
If
real.
Josh
He just
worked
wouldn't give
the
a
store,
shit.
He would be like, yo, you're making me work. You gotta pay at least $3.
For real.
He's like, oh, I don't care if it says 25 cents on the mic and you're
Dude,
paying.
he did that
$3.
shit when I went in there and just bought like with cash too, bro. I got like the fucking little Debbie thing, you know, the little fucking fudge round thing.
Yeah.
I got that, Arizona, and a bag of chips, bro. It should have been $3, bro. This nigga charged me like fucking $5.
Bro, I'm pretty sure his register is broken and can't charge anything less than $5.
I was stressed. I was like, no, that can't be it, bro. Right here it says 2 for 1 on both these things, and this is 99 cents. He's like, no, $5. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
No stem, comrade. Just give
Dude,
money.
he charged me like
Money.
$3 for a stick of fucking chapstick.
What if the only thing he knows how to say is $5?
He might, bro.
$5. Give.
And then every time I fucking like I buy something, you know, I just be nice. I'm like, all right, have a good day. And he just looks at me and he goes, yeah, okay.
Bro.
He's so fucking mad.
Alright, so like the area I used to live around, right? Back when like I first moved into like the town I'm in now, like Upper Darby or whatever. Like, or there was this like, it must have been like on like a long lane or something like that. There was these like little like we call them poppy stores because Spanish people work there and we just call them poppy stores, right?
Yeah.
Bro, they're always like so like quick to kick somebody out or something like that. You know, I'm like, bro, you walk in, bro, like 0.5 seconds or something. Like, hey, Bobby, what you buying? What you buying, man? I'm bro, I'm just trying to get a bag of chips or whatever, right? Bro, literally, it's not even, bro. He's like, hurry up and buy, all right? And bro, it's like just in general now, like, courtesy is not a thing in business anymore. Like, ain't nobody being nice in business no more.
Dude,
you
especially
know?
if you go to a Chinese place, bro.
I ain't trying to be racist, but like that oh my god, bro.
Alright, real quick, because this is actually perfect. We're in the topic of Pimple Tiddies and stores. Alright, when I go to the CVS down my street, I swear this girl's like 50 years old. She really don't even care, bro. Every time I buy something, her titties are hard, bro. I can see straight through her.
Oh, alright, what's wrong?
Are you trying to say she's into you, bro? She's into hefty linebackers?
No, it's not even. I think it's just cold in there, bro. I'm pretty sure she don't even wear a bra. Like, I'm buying something, I'm looking straight at the floor. Like,
Do it be cold in there though?
nah, it's not
Wait,
cold in
Johnny,
there. Like, I'm
Why do you
looking in
wait?
there.
Hold on, John. Why do you look straight at the floor, man? Do you get aroused when you look at her nipples?
Alright, we're
Nah,
gonna
bro,
stop
it's
this, bro. This is very.
disgusting,
This
bro.
is gone way past
It's
PG-13.
I
disgusting.
know it's disgusting, but some people's
Ah.
faces be disgusting too. You know.
Oh
But
my
you just gotta
god.
deal with it.
Bro, they look like empty plastic bags,
Oh my
man.
god, bro. That's foul, bro. You
Yeah,
should
I
report her to the
know.
police, bro. Maybe she just like sees you coming in from the security camera. She's like, "Oh yeah, it's my little thick man right there."
Bro, like Herbert from Family Guy.
She just fucking
Like,
pops Viagra.
want a popsicle?
She's like, "I'll give you an employee discount, John."
What's like the craziest like thing you could say happened to you like while you were at a store or something? Like, maybe like a story from like the store.
I mean, it wasn't like it didn't happen to me, but like one time when I lived on the east side, bro, me and my cousin went to a store, and like literally, a few minutes after we left, bro, the store got robbed.
That's rough.
It was like straight up on the fucking like what is it news too. Like we placed an order for some fucking food at the like store. We went in there, got the little hugs and shit, and we walked out, bro. And there were like sketchy guys sitting outside too, bro. And we walked back home, and his mom was freaking the fuck out. She's like, "It's on the news right now. Like the store just got robbed, and you guys just went up there." I'm like, "Oh shit."
That's crazy, but you know what? That reminds me of something that happened to me like 5 years ago on Christmas Eve. I was over at my grandma's
Never
house,
black
and when we
purpose.
got home, there was a bunch of cops outside, right?
Uh-huh.
So they were talking to my upstairs neighbors and stuff, and I went to bed. Then the next day, we come to find out that while we were gone, our neighbors got robbed at gunpoint because they were doing some shady stuff.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then we were on the news, and it was like the night. They like titled it like the nightmare before Christmas or something like that.
What's the wildest thing that happened to you, Ryan?
Alright, so I ain't gonna
No
lie.
45-minute stories either. Keep this bitch
No,
compressed.
yeah, I got you. This won't happen this time, alright? I'll keep it nice and short, right? So it's
got the
another one of
timer.
these things that like didn't really happen to you, but it was close, right? So like basically I was walking to school, like I was walking from school one day, right? And like the craziest thing happened. So it was another poppy store, right? It was called like I ain't gonna say some no names. Let's just say like
Fucking rallies.
Rallies, yeah, rallies, right? So I used to go to
Nah,
rallies.
we about to catch a
but what
suit.
happened to
We
rallies,
about to
right?
catch a suit.
Oh my bad,
Bro,
checkers.
so somebody robbed the store, right? But the way they robbed it is like made it like him seem so sad, right? So the bull came up into the store, right? And like the counter's like right next to the thing, right? So he walked out. He looked to him, right? He opened the door to like like how the little door is like when you're like on the other side of the cash register or whatever.
Yeah.
So he went into that side, bro. Bull looked at him. He was like, "Hey, what are you doing on this side? Get out! Get out! Get out!"
Oh, like how they had the glass box and shit, and you gotta like walk through the door.
Yeah, it was sort of like one of those like how like Western movies they got like the little door, you know?
Yeah.
It was like one of those doors. So he just walked on the other side. Bull looked at him, literally just smacked him in his face. I'm pretty sure. He
While you were
punched
there.
him. That's what that was the story, and I was
Oh.
like just coming to school when that happened. Smacked him in the face, took the money, and got off, bro.
Bro,
And,
you
like,
remember
how,
that one
like,
time I told you I got robbed, bro? They stole my deli meat.
Really?
Yeah, when I lived on the east side, bro, and the week I was living with my grandma because like something was getting fixed.
I can't make my sandwich now.
No, bro, dude, they came in through my bedroom window. They stole the vacuum, the microwave, and the sandwich meat, and my fucking Guitar Hero set and my GameCube.
You best believe when they were smacking on some
For
sandwiches.
them,
looked like
it's
this.
damn honey roasted ham horns. Shit smacks, man.
They had
Damn.
good makeup.
Yeah, but then you got
Yo.
hard those.
I know my story wasn't really crazy about what happened like for store, but like the craziest thing that ever happened to me in the store wasn't that crazy. Like the only thing that was crazy was I was like 11 with my friend and this dude tried to sell us weed.
Wow.
Bro, in summertime when like I mean even now it's probably gonna happen, but when I used to live upstairs from my grandma, I would always go to like the store at night, and there's always these sketchy like badass little white kids, bro, over there. And dude, I'll walk over there, bro. I'll walk over there, and the dude come like this one kid came and tapped me on my shoter. He's like, hey, can you go up in there and buy me some Swishers, bro? I'll give you $5 for it. I'm like, I'm not even old enough. He's like, oh shit, I'm sorry, dude. I'm like, how old are you? He's like, 12. Why are you smoking weed, man?
I'm alrighty.
This shit. And people at the bus stop, bro, they be like, they just assume every teenager smokes or some shit. I'm like, no. They come up to me asking for like money for cigarettes or like, hey, you got a lighter on you, bro?
Yeah, bro. I've been asking you a lighter before too, but like that. Oh, the most I can. I don't remember too many crazy events happening to me at like what is it like stores or whatever. But like I remember like the most depressing thing that happened to me, right? So I don't think I've told y'all before, but y'all like know Pokemon. Remember when Pokemon cards were popping and all that, right?
Yeah.
So like I was basically the one because like when I first went to like my new school in Upper Darby or whatever, I just bought Pokemon cards in school and then that started popping off, right?
Oh, you was like that cool kid. You had every fucking collector.
Well, nah. What I did right is like whenever my mom would give me like $1 for like a snack at lunch or something, I just save it and I'd go to like the Poppy store and buy some Pokemon cards and all that, right? Your boy had like I had like 5 cards of the same thing sometimes. But then like bro, it must have been like 6th grade in middle school, bro. One time, like there was like a chick who like was selling Pokemon cards. Like she had EX and like the new gen X and Y, right? And I was watching a video of like, all right, so this is how you know your Pokemon cards is fake, right?
Oh and yeah, I remember this. You told me this.
I bought fake Pokemon cards.
I found out that all of them were fake, bro.
So you don't buy them from Poppy stores, bro. You only buy them at Rite Aid or fucking like the big retailers.
Yeah, the privileged kids who be buying them from like GameStop or whatever, bro. It's $5 a pack, bro.
They were always like that, bro. They were always like that expensive.
No, bro. For like, bro, the little like packet I got, bro, at GameStop was $5 compared to like.
I know. Just a little like little thing, and it came with like 5 cards or something, like 7 cards.
Yeah, bro.
That's how it always was.
Bro, no, I used to get them for $1, bro. That's what they be selling.
Yeah,
bro,
yeah, no.
Grab them.
No, as an avid Pokemon collector, I can let you know that there's a difference. You can go to Dollar General, and there's Dollar General brand packs that have 3 cards in them, and they're doo-doo, and they're $1.
But they're still real.
They're still real. But then you can go to GameStop or Walmart or something and get like normal packs for like $3.
But here's my thing. Where do you even get fake Pokemon cards from, bro?
They probably, AliExpress, bro. Like how Fatal Grips and shit, and like all those little fucking things. They just like order the little parts and like little things off like the things. You know what I mean?
Bro, that was so depressing, bro. Like knowing my Charmander was fake, bro. Yeah.
I actually have because I like Pokemon cards a lot. I have a bunch, so I actually have a bunch of stories. Like my cousin spent like over $100 on Pokemon cards, and like they all ended up being fake. And in Chicago, when I was there for a bowling tournament, I bought some Pokemon cards. I got like 5 EXs out of 1 pack. They were all fake, and I just have a bunch of fake cards now. I traded 2 real EXs to my cousin before I knew she had fake cards for 1 fake EX. So now I got rid of 2 real EXs for 1 fake one.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be honest. That EX trading card rule thing is like way overrated, bro. Like nobody be wanting to trade their like EX cards, bro.
Dude,
come on.
That was like I used to like be offering like fucking Pikachu's and like Charmanders and shit. Charizards, not Charizard. Is it Charizard?
No, Charmander, Charmeleon,
no,
Charizard.
Charizard, yo, I haven't watched Pokemon in like a fucking minute, bro.
Uncultured swine.
I would be, dude. I had a fucking Mew card one time, right? That my cousin gave me.
Yeah.
And in school, I was trying to get this fucking, I think it was like a Lugia EX card, and I was offering him that and a fucking what is it? The El Drago Beyblade, and he would not give that bitch up just because it was shiny, bro. And I don't even think it was a real one, bro. It was the fucking like ones you got from Burger King in the kids' meal with the little stand. Oh, that shit used to stress me, bro.
Yeah, bro. Well, when I had those Pokemon cards, all I would like, I think like the most interesting part of the Pokemon cards, like I don't know if y'all did this, but like like in the little corner where like they be giving like descriptions about the Pokemon cards and whatnot, like what the Pokemon does. That was like the most interesting part for me to read since I bought them so often, you know.
Bro, that shit used to be the funnest thing. I remember one time I was in Walmart with my grandma, I think, and she let me get 2 games, right? So I got fucking. I could have got like any game I wanted. I could have got like 1 brand new game or 2 like cheap games. I got Dragon Ball like fucking Tenkaichi or whatever for the 360.
Ooh, I remember that game.
And Xenoverse 1 on 360. Those were before I had my 1. And at the front of the store. You know how they always had the little Pokemon cards lined up and shit?
Uh-huh.
We're at the
Yeah.
register that was right by that big ass wall of the cards.
You gotta
And, bro,
catch 'em
for
all.
the same price of the fucking games I was getting, they had the like on sale the big like tins, you know.
Mhm.
And then there was
Yeah.
this big ass like box of Pokemon cards with like a big like foil card of the EX and the EX.
Oh, bro, I have a
wanted it
whole
so
wall
fucking
of
bad,
big
bro.
foil cards. Full wall of foil cards. And on one of my old channels, you'll never find this video, you know, because I
Like you'll
deleted
never
them.
find my soap opera videos.
Oh.
I uploaded a opening of a Pokemon Elite Trainer box, which
Yeah.
is pretty much the most expensive thing you can get in Pokemon, and besides like those rare mega bundles that they come out with sometimes, but it's like $50 and it comes like or more depending on where you get it, and it comes with like 5 booster packs, a bunch of like
What was that, like the big ass tins you could get?
no, the tins aren't.
Oh,
the
you're
tins
talking
are,
about the
like,
box that had like the foil cards in it, and it had like the main
Mhm.
character with the coin, and like all around
Uh,
it was just like hella fucking packs of them inside the
I
box.
got now I got a bunch of those too, but I'm talking an Elite Trainer box. It comes with a bunch of stuff that can prepare you for competitive play.
I'll be
That's
ready
the-
for anything.
And then it comes with 5 normal booster packs. And I remember being so mad opening it because I wanted a Charizard because I was opening the evolutions.
Who didn't want
So
a
I wanted
Charizard?
an original Charizard because those cards are like my favorite. Like Gen 1 Charizards are
Oh.
some of the rarest cards. And that's the only card I wanted to pull out of the whole thing. I didn't get a single EX. The rarest thing I got was a holographic Pokemon.
Dude, I used to scam kids on the fucking bus for Pokemon cards. There was this one kid, like, I'm not gonna say his real name. Let's say his name is like fucking Ethan, right?
Alright.
He had an original Pikachu card, like it was like the real fucking like original, like normal fucking, you know, like first edition. And I whipped out some fucking Club Penguin trader cards, and I
Puts
whipped
him
out
on the other side of
I whipped
like,
out the
facing
Charizard.
down.
I had the full evolution of Piplup and then Turtwig. I handed him that. I was like, all right, bro. Took the Pikachu. I was on my fucking merry way, bro. I was so fucking happy.
Scammed him.
I was like,
Bro,
bro.
that reminds me of some stories, bro. I scam everybody, bro. When I was a kid, I was a G. In first grade,
Who wasn't a G when they were a kid? Jesus.
in first grade, I
Kid or
came
kid, I
home with a
guess.
new toy every day. To tell you, and I didn't.
Alright,
And
I
the
wasn't
funny,
We're not
scamming
gonna
like
talk-
that. I wasn't like that.
I didn't bring anything with me to school.
I can't say the same.
I remember the biggest thing I won was a Frank Yeager UFC action figure, which I still use when I want to like for memorabilia.
Yeah, cause,
So I
or
used-
maybe because you're just fucking weird. You're
I
just
think
weird
that'd be
as
a
kid.
great conversation for next podcast. I want to see. I'm gonna hold out and tell like some stories for that. I want to see how
Damn.
bad. I'm interested in seeing how just how bad friggin' you were as like
Dude,
a little kid.
I don't know if Ryan remembers this, bro, but that one time when I lived upstairs from Grams, bro, and I got grounded, so I went to Target. I bought a fucking tank of helium and 2 little Lego sets.
I'm gonna get high tonight. I screwed my grandma.
Bro,
Alright, buddy.
no, cause my mom wouldn't let me fucking like play Xbox or anything. So I was like, Grandma, can you take me to Target? I mean, she took me over there, bro. I got a helium tank and fucking like 2 sets of Legos and 2 Walking Dead figures, bro. I was sitting there all night playing with that bitch, bro.
You're like voice acting and all that.
Hell yeah, bro. I was in that bitch role playing with Lego.
I have over $1,000 worth of WWE action.
Dude, all my toys and shit that I had, like I even had like a baseball fucking like what is it, like home, not I don't know what it was, bro. It was just like a fucking game ball from what is it, the Indian Stadium.
Yeah.
And what, it was like the only time I ever went to an Indians game, bro. And like I remember one time I came to my grandma's house and I wanted to go play with my toys and she was like, "Oh, those I got rid of all those. I threw them away." I'm like, what? Or she didn't throw them away. She just gave them away to some random ass kid. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wasted.
What are you talking about?
I just realized we never talked about any of the injuries.
Any about the what?
Man, we can
Any
go
of the
into that
injuries,
real
though.
quick. Yeah, you know, all of our shoulders have been hurting apparently.
Oh, yeah.
You can go first, Candace. Jesus.
I don't really, like, the only injuries I've ever had is like when I was little. Fucking like I always wore flip flops, and now I don't wear flip flops because I'm scared, bro. But my fucking big toe would always get caught in fucking doors, and it would rip my fucking toenail off. It happened like 2 times. And there's been times where my fucking hand has got smashed in a car door and my nails came off.
Dude.
No, but it, like my fucking nails could do that. Oh, and then the guts and shit in it.
Ew.
And then there was one time where I lived in the apartments with my mom. It was like some little studio apartment.
That's graphic.
And I was playing with these kids next door, and we were trying to climb this like barbed fence. It wasn't like barbed, it was like the twisty boys at the top. And I'm climbing on top of it, and I didn't really realize where I was grabbing. I put my hand right on it, and I pulled myself over. And we were just like walking like through the parking lot, and the kid's like, "Hey, look at your hand, bro. You're bleeding." I'm not bleeding. Pulled that bitch up, bro. I went to the window up, smashed on the fucking window. Mom, I'm gonna die. But I was so fucking. I really thought I was about to die too, bro. They had to like do like stitches and shit, and I was freaking the fuck out. They had to inject me with a needle to fucking like put me to sleep, bro. I woke up and we're in a Dunkin' Donuts fucking drive-through. She's like, "I'll get you coffee, man. Calm down."
Your mom's just chilling. It's like, "Oh, he'll be all right," and then like all of a sudden you're like screaming, "Mom, Mom, beat him, beat him."
Yo, you can go next because there's a couple things I want to talk about.
All right. I mean, I've seen some really bad injuries, but like just for the whole shoulder thing, apparently for some reason it just hurts to turn left. But like the worst injury I've ever seen, bro, is like, remember last podcast we were talking about like Damien or something, right? And like we were like playing, like I remember it was like 5th grade, and we were like in the playground, and we were just playing, right? Now I don't know what used to happen. This is ghetto. If you guys ever do this, you know what I'm talking about. No, it was an injury to him, and I saw it. It was like we played like soccer on like the concrete field, right? And like one goal would be like the gate where like everybody would get out, and the other would just be like all the way on the other side of the gate, right? Now, always somehow some kid, since we don't really know how to play soccer, would kick like the ball on like the other side of the field, and someone would have to go grab it, right? So my boy Damien had the smart idea to go out and just try and like climb over it, right? But he had, you know, those types of gates where it's like pointy at the top, right? No, like I don't know what happened, but like he grabbed like the point part, and then like somewhere along it, like he grabbed onto it, but like he slipped up, so he like was about to fall back down. But like basically like the thing like ripped into his hand as he fell down, you know? And it was like it was really deep. Oh my god.
So it was like a worse version of cancer.
Oh my god, I was like, oh my god, he's dying! I'm like, somebody get me. I got like his hand on my shoulder or whatever. I'm like, somebody rush up to the nurse. He's a wheelchair.
Am I the only person that remembers when they thought the nurse was like the best doctor in the world?
Oh yeah.
Bro, I used to love going in the nurse's office and a little like cushion bed thing, bro.
They just let you chill, right?
And my mom would always take so long to get to school, bro. I'd be sitting there for sleep for like 2 hours, bro. Oh my god, I'm just chilling.
Alright, so I have a couple injuries I would like to talk about. The first injury I would like to talk about is one day I woke up when I was over at my grandparents' house and I couldn't move my right leg, right? And I was in the hospital for like a week, and nobody knew why. I literally couldn't do anything with my right leg. I had to.
It was just like
I just remember. So what were you doing, what were you doing, buddy?
Out of nowhere. It was this.
My mom was clapping too hard with the right hand, bro. He was putting too much force up against the right thigh, and that bitch just disabled.
I was like,
beat my PP so hard that my whole left leg
I wasn't even in kindergarten yet, bro. Come on now.
Okay.
Hey, some troopers start early.
Alright. I remember this was just like the sickest hospital ever. They like had a game room of just like fucking 360s, and this one was like new. Dang, and then like in my room they had like personal DVD
My man went
players.
to a privileged hospital.
Yeah, this is the only time I've ever been there, bro. And then like a week later they're like, alright, we're gonna have to do surgery on your leg just to see what's in there, and then it might require a more extensive surgery later. Right? And then literally an hour before my surgery, we were in the game room. And on the game room, I wanted to try to walk back to my room, right? Usually I have to use, like, the ledge, try to hop on one leg.
Yeah.
I was running through the hallway. Out of nowhere, I could just walk in. Like when
Jesus.
nobody know what happened to my leg at all. Nope. No, nobody.
So what?
Alright.
You were just sitting in that bitch and just stood up and everybody's like, all right. So
Telling you, man, Jesus was
Shit.
in that room. He was like chilling. He was probably chilling on one of the seats. He was like, heroes never die.
are we got time
Snaps.
for like another story and then podcast about to be done? So
All right. So what do you think the last story should be? Any ideas?
I don't know. What kind of story can we cook up right here, man?
I mean, I'm thinking.
So like, there's not like really any wild shit that happened in our lives, bro. Like,
I mean, yeah, we're still young, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh my
Yeah.
god, remember when 9/11 happened? Like, nah, bro, I wasn't that old. So, I wasn't born yet, like, Jesus.
I mean, I guess another injury stuff. I mean, this is just like a 2-second thing, but like, we were watching a fireworks show, like with my aunt and my cousins, and he was trying to do like some BMX tricks and shit, and busted his head open on some like yellow pole. And I took a fucking disinfectant wipe and put it in the little crack in his head.
Dang.
I don't know. I was so slow. I was just a little fucking like tiny dude.
I mean, like, you know, there's not like a good way you can describe the story that makes it like sound super duper intense, right?
Yeah.
But like, I have this scar on my foot, right? And like, how
I stepped on a nail.
no.
I explained the
Alright, so
story.
you know, like, alright. So like, you know how like every like ceiling's got like a like, you know, Josh calls them like ceiling titties or whatever. You know, like the square
the
ones,
ceiling
sharp
lamps?
ones.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
the ceiling titty originator, right? Don't even get it
Yeah,
twisted.
yeah. But like, you know, like the ones that are like actually square, like they're not like actually ceiling titties or whatever,
Yeah.
right? So like, for some reason, my mom took it down one day, right? And like, bro, like what you said with your big toe, bro. It's basically like the same thing for me, but it's always with my pinky, bro. Like pinky toe, bro. I jam it into everything and it hurts. Like I'm so sure it's dislocated, but like.
Damn.
But like, you know, your boy was like walking around and then like I just had some bad luck. Apparently, right? You would think the ends of those things are like dull or something.
No,
but,
them
bro,
bitches be sharp, bro.
it was like it had to be like the middle of like my the top of my foot too, cause I walked into it, bro. Like, it was oozing for days, bro. Like she was thinking about taking me to the hospital, but she was like, I'm over here like, Mom, I need help, I'm dying. She's like, you know what? You'll be fine. We don't need to rush you to the hospital, waste insurance, you know. I'm like, okay.
She
Our
didn't even
families
care.
are completely different. My family's the type of family, it's like, because my dad broke so many bones when he was younger. Now, whenever I complain about anything, he always thinks it's broken, so we always just push the right on.
I always like. I just hate going to the hospital. Like every time I got like,
Like, my-
hurt or something, they would always be like, "You gotta go to the hospital." I'm like, it'll heal.
My dad seriously broke like 20 plus bones when he was younger. So like every time I complain, like
What was
I
dude like a
complain-
fucking spec
Yeah,
ops
wait,
soldier when
Jackie
he was like
Chan?
fucking
What
10?
year?
Like yeah.
Not double?
bro, listen, he lived like it's different from like how we are now. Like he lived like by where you live, Pandas.
Yeah.
Like he lives right next to Josh. Like that's
That's not where I live.
Josh's neighbors where he lives, right? So then
His epic origin story.
back
Let's hear it.
then, all they did was play manhunt and football, and they played that on the concrete.
Yeah, because they didn't have fucking electronics. They were playing with like fucking sticks and stones.
They were still in arc primitive mode, you know?
Hell
Bro,
yeah.
I'm serious. I'm serious. Every time my dad tries to tell me a story, he's like, "Yeah, one day we
You're
were all
playing
playing manhunt, and I was running through this guy's backyard. Cause you know how manhunt is, right? Like you just run.
Yeah, that was like a
Yard.
state. If you haven't played Manhunt when you were little,
You're kind
or
of.
if you just don't know what it is, it's basically like a fucking battle royale tag, bro. So like
Well,
it's like
all the little
100.
kids get under
Like it's just like
shit.
as many people as you can. You get like 100 seconds to hide, and then you go out. You get tagged. You're on the team. Last person standing, basically the fucking winner. And you play it like in a whole neighborhood.
That you just said for like
And it's
any
funny
like
because
little kid.
my dad went around and like his group of friends had permission to go into like everybody's backyard. Like so, I was hopping fences and like I got he was like, yeah, right there. That's where I broke my elbow. Over there, that's where I broke my pinky. I was like, and the story that my dad likes to tell me the most is he was on his bike with my uncle. He was on my uncle's bike with him, and they were riding somewhere, and my dad's foot got caught in the specks of the bike,
Oh.
and my uncle didn't stop pedaling for a little while. And
He's like, man, just deal with it, man. We're almost there.
my dad seriously messed up his foot. Like, it seriously
Like,
messed
snap
up.
that
So,
bitch, bone shattering shit.
Oh yeah, here's another thing. I think my reason like my foot's broken, right? So you know how like you can like wiggle your toes so like they spread out a little bit, like your hands or something, right?
Yeah.
Bro, like when I do that with my toe, bro, like it's like messed up. Like my coordination in my foot, bro. Like
Wait,
I
it's
think
still
like
like that?
when I try to like no, I'm just saying, bro. Like I think I stubbed it so many times, right? Like when I like try to
Probably your
like spread out
nerves
my
are fucked up then.
when I spread out my toes, right? Like my pinky toe goes down.
It's fucked
all
up.
right, last thing before we end the podcast. From all the sports I play, if like like how you can put your big toe under like your little toe and then you can flick it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like
Whenever
the
I
toe
do
next to
that
your big toe.
on either foot, my big toe cracks every time.
The fuck?
All right, so
Dude,
I
I can
hope.
crack my knuckles in my hands like anytime I fucking want to. Like only my pinky knuckle though. Like, listen to this shit, bro.
Oh, stop, please, Jesus Christ.
Alright, one little quick story
Yeah,
too, bro.
I'm
Like
trying to get my toe to
Oh,
when I
crack.
used to live on the east side, bro, I was playing outside with my cousins one time, and we were like having like a little party or something. I guess it was like someone's birthday, but we like out of nowhere, bro. We're just playing outside, and there's hella fucking gunshots coming from the street over. So my mom was like, all right, let's go over there and check it out. After it, like cooled down, the cops were there, so we're walking the dog over there. And it turns out to be like some fucking like the guy who got shot. My mom didn't know, but like her boy or girlfriend, my mom knew. So she's just like sitting over there casually talking like shit didn't happen. It was like this is like a fucking FBI team and shit. And dude, hold on. One time when I lived upstairs from my grandma too, bro, there was like this fucking house that got raided, bro. Like you know the APC off of GTA 4, bro. That thing that like it was like the 6-wheeler and it shot the little fucking bomb things.
Yeah.
Bro, this fucking house was just like out of nowhere. Fucking big ass like tank thing pulls up and over the megaphone.
FBI,
like,
open up!
everybody in the area, clear out. Like, oh fuck, bro. I didn't like my phone was dead too. I brought my laptop up on the porch and just took a picture with that.
You take your laptop and like
I had to get it, bro.
I need to record this for my channel, man.
Hell yeah.
All right, let me do the outro.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Before you do that, bro, like, I just want you guys to know how like appealing we're making ourselves sound. You're talking about like our broken toes and whatnot, you know.
Yeah, in reality, we're just boring ass people.
Yeah.
It's like a David Dobrik video.
Yeah, basically. Broken toes and pimple titties. So go out and end the podcast, Johnny.
All right. On that note, if you guys enjoyed this episode of the Gearcast, make sure to slap a like on it and subscribe to the channel, and let us know what you think of it in the comments below. If you like any of us, our links will be in the description, and we'll see you guys next week.
And Pimple Titty Twitter link down below.
Wait, get it.